Back day, ladies and gentlemen, has finally arrived. It is finally bestowed upon us. One of my favorite days ever. This might be a controversial... Okay, this fucking generator is really pissing me off. Give me a sec. Whew. It's hot as fuck. God damn. So, this might be a controversial opinion, but back day over chest day. Alright? You know, honestly, I prefer wings over knockers. You know, because you just look better that way. So, yeah. That's what I prefer, honestly. It's weird, I know, because a lot of people enjoy chest day over back day. But I'm I'm more of a, back day kind of guy. So my strongest point is my back. Deadlifts really get you there. So, yeah. But what are we doing today? So, obviously, we're starting off with deadlifts. My favorite posterior chain exercises. Then, giving the back a break, we're going to do some curling action, bicep curls, cable curls, etc. Then pull downs and some seated cable rows. That's what I'm thinking. The seated cable rows should be free. Not a lot of people in my Planet Fitness usually use them. So getting towards that shouldn't be a problem at all. However, the power racks, big problem. Big problem. Ever since they have been initially installed. Right. So that's going to be a major issue if I have to wait 30 fucking minutes for one power rack or squat rack, whatever the fuck you want to call it, to be opened. So, yeah. Not really much to it. Keeping it light, simple. I'm going to try to do some heavy 3x3s, 5x5s with deadlifts. Seeing how much I can push out after not deadlifting for a couple of days, right? Since last Thursday. Let's go with that. So it's kind of a bit of a gap, but that's not the longest I've gone without deadlifting. Overall, the longest I've gone was like 1 to 2 weeks. And that fucking killed my deadlifts, because when it comes to deadlifting, I usually deadlift between once or twice a week. I used to do it 3 times a week. Wasn't really ideal. So I pushed it back down a little bit. So, I had to cut the video because there's some people walking by fucking staring at me. Whatever. So, nothing really much to talk about here. Besides, what I told you guys what I'm going to do. So I'm thinking deadlifts, 5, 10 sets. Alternating bicep curls, 3, 4 sets. Cable curls, 4 sets. Pull downs, 5 sets. Seated cable rows, 3, 4 sets. We're going to do the final set as like a finisher of some sort. Right, and that should be ideal. I do want to try lat pullovers with a cable machine. I've never done them before. I only ever did them once. It felt weird. I'm not sure if I was doing it correctly. Maybe we might not do pullovers today. Save them for Friday's back day. Actually, wait, Thursday's back day. My bad. Because with this PPL split that I'm returning to officially, 5 days a week. So we got chest Monday, back Tuesday, legs Wednesday. Oh, wait, chest. Oh, okay. So chest Thursday. And then back Friday. Yeah, we're saving back for last. I forgot my schedule already. Whatever. And then abs will be hit as like a little finisher. Some like weighted crunches, whatever the fuck. Still don't really know what I'm going to do for abs. Unless I do legs with abs. Abs with legs, my bad. That might be more ideal. And then Thursday and Friday will be neglection days. What do I mean by that? I'm going to be training neglected muscles, rear delts, abs, forearms, a lot of that. Less of the main muscles, right? More of the neglected ones. Start implying that more often. So, yeah, there's not really much to talk about. That's just to sum up my schedule for the rest of the summer. And yeah, I still got 5-6 minutes until the bus arrives. So let's just get in there. Already? Yeah, because Jim can't afford the plates. I had most of it on. Let's get a back. I'm going to get some full stuff. I see anyone from here. All right. So we're just going to finish off the deadlift for one more set. I guess I'm running out of time. So we're just going to see how 315 feels for 3-5 reps. And go from there. Go do some arms, pull downs, pullovers, whatever. Okay. 3 reps was the ideal sweet spot. I could have done 5, but I have to leave some reps in reserve. So, I'm not really maxing out today, or at least for a while. So, I think that should do it for me. Whew. Let's head to the dumbbell rack and do some curls. So, we're probably just gonna head on, do some curls, but I want to warm up till I get to my top set, maybe see how the 60s feel. Okay. I couldn't really find the best camera angle, so we're just gonna see how the 40s feel. Okay. 40s didn't feel that bad. So, how do the 50s 5 feel? No, let's just jump straight to 60s. I'm feeling pretty strong today for this little pull day we got. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to be working set. That could be relevant to a max. So I feel like we're just going to stick with the 50s and sort of, go from there. So, okay. That felt pretty good. That felt pretty fucking good. I used to be able to crank out more reps, but seeing as though I started with deadlift first, I worked on my biceps isometrically. So, with the constant tension of just holding the bar, probably worn down my biceps and forearms a little bit. That's not going to stop us from finishing up this back and biceps day to be exact. I'll most likely have to go a little lower though, just so I can crank out more reps. Actually, wait, no, the 50s felt pretty good for me, so I'll just stay at the 50s. Just a bit more. A lot of people today, so we're gonna have to be extra vigilant of where we film, because Planet Fitness is a bit too strict when it comes to filming. So I'll make sure this mic is still working. Yeah, it is. So maybe we'll say one more minute and then just go from there. Otherwise, I say 2 more heavy sets with the 50s here, and then I'm thinking some cable curls. Then we do pull downs and cable rows, and that should be, an ideal whole day finisher. So let's just get straight into it. Wasting too much time. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. I'm just gonna stay over here. That was pretty fucking good. One more set, just like that. Then some cable curls. I'm not seeing a good spot for a camera angle. It's all packed up over there. I mean, there are a few machines, or cables, my bad, all the way in the back. That shit's also packed, full of other teenagers. So I'm gonna try to stay in this range over here. So I might need to lower the camera quality of this video, just so I could save storage for whenever I'm filming shit. So finally have a mic. I have to borrow it, I guess. So just one more set, ideally just like that, and then we'll move on to cable curls. I'm hoping. I think I see an attachment I want to use that's open. Hopefully. Not really too certain about it. Right? But with these, I really love this. I really love doing alternating curls. I honestly prefer them over cable curls. Not because of the stretch, but because of how heavy you can actually get with these. Right? So when I can't do any more controlled reps, why stop there? You can continue doing partials until you physically can't move your arm up anymore. And have to use all back. If you use too much back, it's horrible for you. So, with curls, it's classic. It's easy. Not really an ideal bicep builder in my opinion. But the pump factor on this is at an all-time high. So, but I do say cable curls with that, you can get a really good stretch just from this position right here. As you're curling up, right? A lot of people kind of get cable curls wrong and just do it right here. And really, you should be leaning just a little bit back so you can reach all the way up here and then lower it down, keeping your elbows locked. That's kind of like my ideal movement right there. But enough talk. Let's just get straight into the final set. Okay. Oh, goddamn. yeah, that's enough for me. Honestly, if I were to curl the biggest dumbbell here for reps at an all-time ease, right? I'll be here all day. But you get to a certain point where you just can't, and you have to move on to something else. And with the amount of time you have too, obviously. So I'm gonna rest up, get some water in, and move on to cable curls. So I'm not really too sure how this one's going to work out, but I have a straight bar, and the attachment that I want to use for cable curls specifically is being occupied at the moment. So I'm thinking we're just gonna have to focus with the standard straight bar. I kind of wanted a curved one so that it'd be easier for me to curve my wrists in. Because if I keep them straight like this for a bit too long, I can't really crank out more reps before my wrists give out, right? So I'm gonna just see how 50 feels with this. Okay, not bad. We could do 65 for a couple of concentrated curls, right? I'm really tired. Work's gotta get done eventually. So with these, as I mentioned, when you're curling up, you gotta make sure you're curling up all the way over here and not just like right here. And once you let go slowly, you get a nice steep stretch to lock out right here. That's what I like about these. So just gonna do a couple of those and then crank out some cheat reps once I can't physically control the bar anymore. And just do that for a good total 3 sets. Kind of running out of time here. To be exact, I only got about I got here at like 46, right? So I got until 26. That's just about under 40 minutes. So I gotta get this shit done so I can get a nice, good look at the pump. Jesus. That feels good. Feels pretty good. Not ideal for the wrists, in my opinion. But you gotta work what you gotta work with. So I'm just keep it there for 2 more sets. Maybe lower the weight to whereas I can crank out more reps in control and not just cheat curl my entire way there. So yeah, I like these. I really like these. But I prefer the standard dumbbell curl. Because that's how I mostly build my biceps. Right. Whew. So I'm thinking, yeah, 2 more sets of these. Then I don't see none of the pull down machines fucking free. Nor the seated cable row. That's bad. There might be a pull machine I can use over there. But other than that, I'm going to hopefully, after like 10 minutes of just working in here, see if anything else is free. So Nice. Really feeling really good, feeling really juiced up. My water's all the way on the opposite side of the gym. A friend's keeping a hold of my shit so I can just walk around freely. So, yeah, I think I might be ready. Let me just change it to 50 instead of 65. That should be more ideal. I have the bar shakes when you have to lower it down. It just does this. Not really ideal. You have to then balance it on the way down. But with the other bar, or sorry, attachment that I had in mind, you don't really need to balance it because it's curved. So it's more stable when you're curving your wrists inward. So, enough yap. Let's just get into the sesh. Oh, Christ. That felt better. Honestly, the heavier the better. That felt nice to crank out some controlled reps until you physically can't move the bar anymore. Yeah, one more set just like that. And then hopefully a pull down machine will be free for me to use. Specifically that one I'm looking at, I'm eyeing out all the way in the end. So, wow. It's going great so far. I just need to finish things off with nice juicy back pump, and then we'll be pumped all over. Don't take that out of context though. Alright. It's really difficult to move my biceps now. Wow. I'm really liking this. Like, really, really liking this. Oh, man. This is good. Life's good. Life's great. When you hit arms, back. Like I said, I'm more of a back guy than chest guy. My back is more strong than the vast majority of my body parts. Even legs. And legs are supposed to be the strongest in the human body. No, they are not. Without a hint of doubt, they are not. So, yeah, just one more set just like that. Keep it at 50. And then really crank it so I can't physically move my arms anymore. You're gonna need some straps for pull downs eventually. Unless I go all the way over there. They did some renovations all the way over there. I forgot whether or not there's like a pull down. Oh wait, no, there's not. It's only over here. Fuck. What about seated cable rows? Nope, everything is basically occupied. Okay, well this is the worst time to come to Planet Fitness. And it's only 4:40 on a fucking Tuesday. That's not good. So I guess I speak too much. I speak too fast. God damn it. I'm gonna have to work with what I have and just get the rest of this day done. Okay. I still basically have half an hour. Let's say 36 minutes. So that should be ideal. Then we're gonna move on. All right, come on. Come on, bitch. Holy shit. Oh. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. That should be enough for me. Let's go do a back movement.